Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Okej. Pociągnij mandragorę.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next
Powiedzmy.
task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
O, super, ale wiecie co? Wreszcie mi tutaj doszło na L1. Jadowita tentakuła. Tu mamy eliksir. O, fajnie. Tu zobaczcie, skupienia. Niewidzialności. U Pipina można kupić. O, czyli tu są też eliksiry. I tam coś jeszcze mamy. Można sobie tutaj przybrać, tak? Dobra, fajnie. No to się pojawiło teraz, chyba przed zadaniem jakoś.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Spokojnie, pani. Ja muszę tutaj wszystko sprawdzić. Profesor Garlick. Ale fajne imię. Czy tam nazwisko? Ksywka. O, a tutaj co możemy? Co jest z tą donicą? Ciekawe. No dobrze. A propos donic.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Okej, zielarstwo, zielarstwo. A, czyli tutaj, dobra.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why?
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time...
A, tego już znam. A tam jest gdzieś
I
Sebastian,
should
nie?
think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Sebastian! Tu jest nasza ekipa w ogóle, fajnie. Stół zielarski, nowy przedmiot. Mała donica? Dobrze, wybierz dostępne nasiona, by zacząć sianie. Gdy skończysz, roślina będzie potrzebowała troszkę czasu. Dobrze, dobrze. 10 minut, tak? Malwa. Magiczna rzepa, muchomory i astry. Wydajność 5. No dobrze.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your destiny will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Dobrze, proszę pani. Dobrze, proszę pani. Leander.
Hello.
O, hej.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead.
Ten wygląda jak Scamander.
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really...
Revelio.
But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Okej. Ślizgońska sztuczka, mówisz? Ja na razie zbieram.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Tak? Czekaj, czekaj. Zaatakuj manekin szkoleniowy kapustą. Czyli co? O, i teraz jest wreszcie samouczek tego, co tu się dzieje. Tak, mamy menu. Jest kapustka i tu w ogóle jest mandragora. Hejk?
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum
Ale
planted some in
mega.
the garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the denoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
O, można ją wziąć?
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Ale zobaczcie, to jeszcze nie skończył się samouczek. Nie, nie, nie.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time.
Spoko.
I'll see you back in class.
Dobra, fajnie, fajnie. Teraz sobie troszkę... A, czyli 3 mogą być jednocześnie wypuszczane. No tam w Hogsmeade to jeszcze będziemy dużo razy pewnie wędrować. Dobra, ja sobie wrócę. Tutaj masz taką ścieżkę szybszą. Profesor Garlick. Czy coś tu macie fajnego? O, są krzewy. Łodyga ślazu. Ślaz to jest na gardło, nie? Dobre. Na kaszel. Na to i na to. Potrzeba czasu? Tak, tak, tak.
I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
Clapton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Super, super. Niezbyt obchodzą mnie rośliny. Ale jazda.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Nauczycielka młodsza od uczniów. No. 12 level, a to zadanie było na 3. Ale spoko. Dobra. Dobra, tu jest wszystko fajnie. Nowa misja. I tam mamy jakieś 2, tak? Zajęcia z eliksirów. Wiecie co? To byśmy mogli sobie zrobić. Eliksirów. No tu musimy wejść troszkę powalczyć, bo na razie nie ma za dużo walki. Szczerze mówiąc, trzeba działać troszkę z fabułą, nie? Żeśmy pobocznych sporo zrobili. Tak. Pobocznych żeśmy sporo zrobili. Już tutaj chyba więcej nie ma. Okej, działamy. Teraz troszkę fabułę właśnie pociągniemy. Może wyjdziemy nawet poza. Jak coś się nawinie tutaj z jakichś takich eksploracyjnych, to zrobimy, ale trzeba się skupić. 5. klasa to nie przelewki, nie? Eliksiry, zioła. No nie jest łatwe. Ale wiecie co? Tu gdzieś były te drzwi. Dobra, to mi nie da spokoju. Bo to jest moja ulubiona zagadka w całej grze na razie. Robimy. Dobra, jak tam jest? 11 plus 2, tak? 13 21. No to działamy 8. A na 8 jest pająk. Salamandry to płazy. A teraz mów, co cię z nimi łączy. Teraz ty masz tak. 3 plus 9. Czyli 5 zostaje. A 5 to jest ten kosmokwak udający wielkiego kraba. No widzicie, kraby w grach są. To, nie? O ile się nie mylę. Chociaż? Czekajcie, 17 tu jest. A to jest ten krab. To 5. Dobra, 5, czyli musi być ten wystający. Z 3. To źle zauważyłem, ale liczyć jeszcze potrafię chyba. Chociaż ta magia? Źle chyba zauważyłem wzór, tak. 3 oka hydra. No i ziup. Zagadka jest super, bardzo mi się podoba. Bardzo mi się podoba. Gogle. Traszki. O, ruchome portrety. I tu jest, zobaczcie w ogóle, z tego klucza. A gdzie tu klucz zdobyć, nie? No nic. Zobaczymy. Będziemy próbować. Revelio. I znajdziemy. O!
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Kogoś mi przypomina.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Dobra, fajne.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Soku, chrobotka. Chorbotka. No to mówię chrobotek. Kurde, ale żeś dał 5 kropel? No i dawaj. Zamieszaj w kociołku.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Kurde. Ciekawe, na ile nam się przydadzą, nie? Te eliksiry, jak będziemy korzystać. No ale myślę, że warto będzie sprawdzać, nie? Jakieś receptury.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
No.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Wiesz co? Może przyniosę.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Weasley. Weasley, Weasley. Dobra. Sprawdzamy. Futro wilka. Notatka służbowa. Biuro Aurorów. Borgin i Burkes. No i tu będzie trzeba się przejść. Pióro. I jaja. Revelia. Spore te jaja. Nie da się przeoczyć. Dobra, wszystko mamy. Ale taką mandragorę bym sobie użył w walce.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Edurus.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Może się zdarzyć, pani. Może się zdarzyć. O, mamy teraz ważenie. To co? Wiggenowe akurat więcej soku nie ma. Edurus jest. O. Felix Felicis. Super. W podejmowanych przedsięwzięciach. Miejsc ukrycia skrzyń z dużą ilością łupów. Fajne. Przez jeden dzień. Pam, pam. Super sprawa moim zdaniem. 30 sekund.
And now we add the mallow sweet and...
A co jeszcze tu byśmy mieli ewentualnie?
What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Co tam się dzieje u ciebie?
Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Ale jazda. Dobra, to mamy.
Mr. Weasley.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
O nie!
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Tak myślałem. Dobra, jeszcze sprawdzę, jakie będą później materiały. A, to jest tylko sprzedawane? Nie można sobie zrobić? Receptury, nie? Najpierw receptury. Aha. Dobra, to muszę kupić recepturę.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Sharp. No też taka aura, nie? Ślizgonów. Aura ślizgonów jest. Dobra. Zajęcia z eliksirów. Co tam się dzieje dalej? Co tam się dzieje? Tu już nie będziemy sobie nic ważyć, chyba więcej. Chociaż... ten Felix Felicis bym sobie mógł dziabnąć, nie? Dobra, niech się robi. Niech się robi. A my sobie przejrzymy w tym samym czasie nasze misje. Czyli teraz już jest ta dziewczyna. Chyba nic więcej. Tak. Trzeba się wybrać. Na drugą stronę Pontaru. Ale jazda. No to dobra. Odbiorę sobie jeszcze tutaj.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Oj, rudy, rudy, rudy. Dobra, 8 sekund. Coś jeszcze ciekawego. 1! Serio? Ale żeście nam dali. Dobra. Felix Felicis. I tu już mamy troszkę tego, nie? Bo tu jest tak. To można sobie wybrać, ale więcej nie mamy? Tak, więcej nie ma. To tam jeszcze by można zmienić, nie? Ewentualnie. Bo tu jest ten. Eduris. Dobra. Eduris jest. Spoko. No to idziemy do Natis.
My robes are going to reek from
Revelio. Lumos.
O! Patrzcie. Znalazłem chyba tego. O! Kredens znalazłem. A. Pięknie. To jeszcze to. Dobra, mamy kolejny. Żeton domu. Ale jaja. Przez przypadek. No, to teraz możemy iść. Nie wierzę. Mam jakieś dzisiaj szczęście. A nie mogę iść na misję. Zobaczcie, kolejny żeton. Ale jazda. Kolejny żeton. Idę na misję i znowu kolejny.
Got it.
Dobra, mamy to. Kurde, chwilę musiałem poczekać, nie powiem. I trzeci żeton. Dobra, trzeci żeton. To teraz spróbuję już tam się dostać. Ale cały czas coś rozprasza, nie? Kurczę, gdzie oni nas wywiali tutaj? A to co to by było? Jakaś stronka? Co tu się u państwa dzieje? Mogę wejść? O. Mogę i to bez problemu. Narzędzia gajowego. Dobrze, dobrze. Narzędzia gajowego. No niby splądrowane. Tam zobaczcie, jeszcze jakaś jaskinia jest. Ale heca.
Revelio.
Tu jest jakaś jaskinia. A tu? Nie, myślałem, że to jest ten... Do zagadki. O kurcze. No, no, no. Dobra, to tu jeszcze przyjdę. Może będziemy się bawić tej jaskini. Kto wie. Dobra, muchomory zbieram. Oj, muchomory to ja zbieram. Kapelusze, wszystko. Szybka podróż. Ojeju. Kolejne zadania. Kolejna wioska.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
O kurde. No my na razie wszystko wszystkim mówimy. Zobaczymy, co z tego będzie.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your
Oj, oj, oj. Miej się na baczności. Dobra, jestem tu po raz pierwszy. Idę plądrować. Co się dzieje? Coś tam się dzieje. Pomóż nieznajomej. Łamigłówki Merlina. Dobrze, dobrze. Na brodę Merlina. Co tu się dzieje? Tu jest jeszcze poboczne. Tu można spokojnie coś kupić. O!
Revelio.
Fajnie. No tak, do tego się nie dostaniemy, ale tu możemy. Tu możemy zgrabić. I tu jest poboczne, nie? Najpierw bazarek.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Dobrze, dobrze.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer, but I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
Zdrowe i bezpieczne.
Any whispers going about the town?
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's an ashwinder. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down, and people have had enough. Katrin's hiding in a camp just southwest of town.
A może to będzie główne zadanie?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with?
Gdzieś się skrywa. O! Muchy. Kapelusze. Sok z pijawek. Eliksir można kupić? I taki, i taki. Ile mamy tych wigenowych? A, i można mu sprzedać w sumie. Czapeczki. O, szata uczonego to nie. To też dobre. Ale to ci sprzedam.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Dobra, kupię sobie jeden wigenowy.
Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you
Wonderful.
again sometime.
Mam 11. Dobra. Rozmówimy się z tą panią na nabrzeżu. Ale jaja. Tu jest kolejne jeszcze. 2 poboczne.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Allow me to...
No i co? Ogień? Ogień z szopy. Dobra, nie będę na ciebie marnował energii. Wreszcie troszkę walki. Oj. Kolejnych zbirów? No, wreszcie troszkę walki. Z części twojego przewodnika poświęconej kolekcjom znalazł się nowy typ wroga. Znajdziesz tam cenne informacje o przeciwnikach, na przykład o ich podatności na działanie niektórych zaklęć. No to by było fajne. Ukończ walkę w wyznaczonym czasie. Dobra. Jak w wyznaczonym czasie, to działamy.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Zrobiliśmy wyzwanie.
You all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Jakie badania? Ale kurczę, walka jest naprawdę imponująca, tylko na razie mało jej było, nie?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor, hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin to mi.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
O, zagadki, lubię.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Dobra, malwę trzeba mieć. A mamy malwę, nie?
Sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Skrzynie? Dobra, dobra, a my chyba malwę też mieliśmy.
Yes, take plenty, even if you all...
Revelio. I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Dobra. A gdzie my mamy te malwy? Czy po prostu będę mógł tu wejść? A, po prostu mogę użyć.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
No będzie trzeba podpalić.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Na brodę Merlina. Ale to w jakimś czasie, czy? Okej, tylko 3.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
I co mamy w środku?
I can hardly believe it.
O, w sumie nic.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
No, tu nas...
Be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Ale ta zagadka była za łatwa, jakaś taka... Ale okej. No malwy sobie kupimy, gdybyśmy nie mieli. Wiesz, tu by mogli nam... Okej, to akurat uwielbiam w tym świecie. No to jest piękne. To jest piękne, nie powiem. Natomiast... O, Nelly. Okej. Porozmawiaj z prawie bezgłowym Nickiem. Co tu się dzieje? To gdzieś tam. Ale ja jeszcze nie wracam. Ja jeszcze nie wracam, proszę państwa. Bo tu mamy. Tu mamy istotę. Dzięki za oglądanie tego odcinka, a teraz koniecznie zobaczę kolejny film na kanale. I do zobaczenia. Hej, hej, hej.